Good morning, YouTube. Wanted to make a video regarding a vision that I had. I want to say maybe 2 to 3 weeks ago. I should have posted it sooner. Um, I know that I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when God shows me visions, um, you know, He, I don't know. I feel like I need to release them that way in order to receive more. That I'm showing that I'm being faithful. With what I receive and putting it out there. Um, so let me just get straight into it. And let me tell you guys what I had. I had dreamt. So I fell asleep, and I started dreaming that I was like watching these kids play, and they were like, I can see that they were like in their house, right? And they were playing with this like ball. Now the kids were maybe about, if I had to guess an age, about 10, 12 years old, and they were of like some sort of like Asian descent. And they were playing with this some kind of like ball that was like, I guess you would say it's like color like blue or something, and it was about like this big a ball, right? It was like a clear bluish, like the inside was blue or something. I don't know. It was a weird thing, but it was like the ball was like bouncing around, and I saw them like playing with it, and suddenly they went outside, and like in the dream, like I didn't see my physical body, but I was watching what they were doing, and then suddenly like I found myself like on this street and stuff, and um, I seen what I knew to be their mother, and they started pointing to their mother, and the mother was walking down the street, and she suddenly like looked at me, and I knew that I understood what they were telling me. They were telling me that that was their mom, and something was going on with her. So I took a look, see what was going on with her, and she had a black jacket on, and she removed her black jacket, right? In the dream, she removed her black jacket on her arm, like right here on her arm. She had like this thing that looked like it almost looked like a C. Like think of it like almost like it looked almost like in the shape of a horseshoe, right? But it was like facing downwards, so it looked like this, right, on her arm, and it was bulging out. It looked like, you guys ever seen those movies that like they they stamp somebody with like this thing that like boiling hot, and it stamps the person, like it makes their skin like like that red brown color or whatever it may be. Well, this was like a dark brown color, and she had this thing here like in her arm, and it was bulging. So I understand that these kids were telling me that they needed help, right, for their mom, and I was like, okay. So what ended up happening was, suddenly I like the vision switched, and it seemed like we were in front of like my house, like right my like our garage area or the front area somewhere. I just knew that it was like it was real fast. It was like somewhere right by my house. And what happened was, we started praying and like worshiping or something, and I can see myself, like I saw like my face and everything, like, and I was like worshiping, and we're singing a song or something all together, right? And I know that I didn't know all the words to this song because I can see my like self, and I can see my lips, and I was like mumbling at parts, but the whole point was that I was trying. The whole point was that I was trying, and that I was trying to pray for this lady, and praise with her. And suddenly it switched to like kind of like me just like walking away, like we finished praying or worshiping and everything else, and I'm like walking. I was gonna walk across the street because my wife was waiting for me in like in our vehicle, and I was already like walking away when the kids yelled back at me, and like they were like, hey, like look what you did, because um what had happened was, well, when we were worshiping and praying and everything else, that thing that she had in her arm, it it like I guess what was inside of her was like a snake, like a small green snake, maybe about 7 or 8 inches long. And I took it to be as like this snake was like a sickness of some sort, right? That was causing her body, to hurt, for her to be in pain. So, um, yeah, during the praise and during everything else, the snake just slithered out, literally just like slithered out of her arm, and it was literally in that shape, right? That snake was there, but she didn't realize that it was a snake causing her harm. Snake slithered out, fell on the ground, whatever. Like I said, I'm walking away, and they were like, like they're calling me back, right? They're like, look what you did, look what you did. So I go back, and this woman's arm looks like it looks like nothing was ever there, like not a trace of what was causing her body to hurt or anything like that. Nothing, like you can see nothing on her arm anymore. Her skin looked completely clean, and and you know and then I just like turned away, like I didn't say much. I don't think I even said anything, and I just kind of acknowledged that she was like healed now. So I start walking away, and as I'm walking away, my wife's waiting for me. I think it was like beginning to like drizzle or something, like a little bit of rain. I don't remember, but what I do remember was that the song, and I don't know why. I talked to my wife about this, and one time she like dedicated a song to me, but this song started playing during the dream, and I know this guy. The song was "Don't Want to Miss a Thing" by Aerosmith. Now I know Aerosmith is not Christian, but back then when my wife would listen to music, um, you know, we, she's my wife started breaking away from that kind of music, right? From like the whole rock and everything else. But back then she had dedicated that song to me, and it was that song "Don't Want to Miss a Thing." It started playing in the dream as I started walking across the street to get in the car with her, and it was like it was so like the song started playing, right? Like so clear that I thought like I heard every bit of that song, like every bit of that song, like I heard it so well, so like detailed, like it was just playing, right? And and it seemed like I was getting in the car, and that's where the dream ended. Um, so I woke up a little confused, and I shared it with my wife, and I was like, would like, I get the snake part, and everything else. I'm like, but would God use that music? That specific song is, if you guys know Aerosmith, "Don't Want to Miss a Thing," um, there's nothing really. That guy, the lead singer from that group. I don't know his religion. I doubt he's Christian, but still, and maybe it was just that specific song. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I do have some other videos coming about another vision that I received. But from what I got from this one was that even if we pray, praise, and worship, we can make things happen. If we believe. And I'm not saying that I have the gift of healing, because you know it might have just been the act of like praying and trying, at least giving it an attempt. Like you know at least believe. Like how it says, like a mustard seed size faith, right? So I think maybe it was the attempt, and the sincereness to pray with them and everything else. So I believe miracles still happen. I believe God still answers prayer, and God still speaks to his people. Anyway, with that being said, I'll get back to you guys later. I'll make another video soon, and I'll share some other visions that I've had. Thank you.